Hey everybody, it's me, Chris. It's been a while. I apologize for that. I haven't been making any videos, but it's not that I didn't want to or that nothing crazy has been happening in my life, but we have a grandbaby, a new grandbaby. Well, she's not new anymore. She's a year old, but oh my gosh, y'all, she is perfect. She's perfect. She's precious. She's beautiful. She's funny and smart. And she's happy all the time. I'm telling you. I know everybody thinks theirs is the best. But really, y'all, seriously, mine is the best. She is perfect. So that's what we've been doing. I've been very busy, helping my daughter take care of her. And it's just been great. But let me tell y'all what happened to me. Y'all are not going to believe this. Seriously, y'all not going to believe this. So I had to buy a new car. And first of all, that was an ordeal in and of itself. It's not fun buying a car. I'm grateful that I can get a car and have a dependable car to drive. That was not always the case when I was younger. I had a car when I was a teenager that you had to use a screwdriver to start, and one that you had to hold the gas and the brake down at the same time at a stop sign to keep it running. So it's not like I've always had a nice car, but anyway, that's beside the point. So I had to get a new car, and so we did that. It took several days, and then we finally picked one, whatever. So on Saturday, we got the car, and they let us drive it home with a dealer tag so that, we could go ahead and drive it before we got our tag since it was a weekend. So that was very nice of them. So we went to church on Sunday, and after church, my husband wanted to go home, so we dropped him off, and then me and my daughter went to the grocery store. We had to get stuff for lunch and, whatever, some Doritos for my husband. And so we go to the grocery store and we park and get out. And my daughter says, "Mom, do you like the car?" I said, "No, I didn't like the car. What? I don't like my car." And she said, "Well, did you at least get the keys out of it?" And I said, "Well, no, but it'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Nobody is going to steal my car here in our little town at our little grocery store. Just come on, let's go." And she just gives me this look like... So anyway, go in the store and get our stuff, get the Doritos, the most important thing. And then we come back out, and I can't find the car. And I'm like, it happens to me quite often that I forget where I parked, and I walk around the parking lot like, people laugh at people like me walking around looking for their car. And I do that. So I wasn't really freaked out because I was like, well, I thought I parked it here, but maybe I parked it somewhere else. So I'm like, well, let's just look. And I said, didn't we park? I know we parked on this side of the store. I at least pay attention to which entrance we use. And we went into the Starbucks entrance, I know for sure. And we came out the Starbucks entrance. So the car should be, on that side of the store anyway, at the very least. So I said, well, let's just look. So we're walking up and down the aisles and looking, and I'm like, it's not here. And we're just looking and looking, and it's hot, and I'm fat, and it was just miserable. And I'm getting this sinking feeling. The more we walk, I'm going, it's not here, Chloe. It's not here. I'm telling you, it's not here. And she's like, well, let's just look. So we keep looking. We go up and down, up and down, up and down, every aisle. And I said, we came in the Starbucks entrance, right? And she was like, yeah. And I said, well, let's just walk over to the other side just to make 100% sure. So we do that. Same thing, up and down, up and down. It's not there. And I was like, it's gone. It's gone. My car is gone. What are we going to do? I said, well, we're going to have to go in here. Let's call the police. We'll go in here and tell the manager. Maybe they can look on the cameras or whatever. And we'll call the police and, figure out what to do from there. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be in so much trouble. I've got that dealer tag, which, I should have been more careful. And I've left the keys in the car. Now somebody's took off with it, and they're probably in South Carolina by now. And my husband's going to be mad because he's always telling me to lock the car and I never do. And, you know, I don't listen. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't listen. A lot of times I don't listen. So we go in to find the manager, and I'm like, look, somebody has stolen my car. And he said, are you sure? I said, well, it's not out there. And he said, well, did you look real good? I said, yes, I looked. He said, well, let me send somebody out there just to make sure. And I said, you can send somebody if you want to, but I'm telling you that car is not out there. We've looked 2 or 3 times. And I said, we need to call the police. They need to put out a BOLO, an APB, an Amber Alert. You know, I want them to do something because my butt's going to be in trouble. So we call the police. And, you know, the kid goes out to look for the car. And we all go out in the parking lot to wait for the cop to get there. And, of course, it's a guy we know, sweet guy, you know, big guy, huge belly, bald head, you know, couldn't be nicer, but looks very scary if you don't know him. But, of course, we knew him. He shows up and he says to my daughter, now, come on now. Which one of you buddies is playing a joke on you and moved your mama's car? And she said, no, sir, I don't think that's what happened. And I said, nah, that's not what's happening here. No, somebody stole my car. What are we going to do? How are you going to help me get my car back? And he says, all right. So we'll make a report. So I tell my daughter, call you daddy. Like, made her do it. And so she did. And he, of course, says, let me talk to you, mama. So I got on the phone. He said, are you sure the car's gone? Did you look? You sure? I said, did I look? And am I sure? Do you mean, did I look before I called the police about my missing car? Yes, I looked, honey. It's not here, but thank you. Can you please come get us? So, hung up with him, back to making the report, and then the kid comes running up. The kid from the store. He says, I found it. I said, you found it? Wow, where did you find it? And he says, and, you know, I'm imagining like, you know, somebody was making a run for it and he jumped out in front of them and, you know, like a shootout type scenario in my head. He says, it's down at the gas pumps. I said, at the gas pumps? What do you mean at the gas pumps? How did it get down to the gas pumps? And the cop says, you sure you didn't park down there? And I said, did I park down at the gas station and walk to the grocery store? No, I promise you, I can assure you, I did not park at the gas station and walk to the grocery store. No, I did not, but let's go. So we walk down there, you know, to the car. The gas station, you understand, is not part of the store. It's a separate store. It's not the same place. It's not the grocery store. It's the gas station. I did not park there. So, anyway, we go down there. There's nothing missing out of the car. The key's still in it. Nothing seems to be amiss other than it's not where I left it. And I said, I don't understand. I'm very confused. I'm grateful. You know, I'm real grateful that the car is not actually stolen. But I'm so confused. Like, how did it get to the gas station? How did that happen? So, I start thinking, and as I'm talking it out with my daughter, I said, you know, when we were walking in there and you asked me if I locked it, and I said, nobody's going to steal my car. Somebody heard me say that and decided to teach me a lesson. That's about what has happened here. It's about the only explanation, because I did not park at the gas station. That's what has happened. Some smartass heard me say that and thought, well, she'll see. So the cop looked at me and he said, well, at least you got it back. I'll see yous. And we got in the car and drove home, called my husband and said, never mind. Now, he hadn't even left to come get us yet, by the way. That's neither here nor there, but just so you know. So that's what happened. Crazy things happen. And by the way, if somebody that's watching this video is the one that did that, let me know. All right. Let me know who it was. All right. See y'all next time.